further safeguard the health of all citizens during the Christmas season, the Public Health Department within the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Environment has intensified its inspection services throughout the nation, with particular emphasis on food and meat hygiene and vector control. A release from the ministry states that public health officers will make daily routine visits within Kingstown and its environs, including the ports of entry, to ensure that food entering the state and food offered for sale are in compliance with public health requirements. The release added there is an increasing tendency for supermarkets and similar retail food establishments to offer for sale repackaged pieces of uncooked, dry smoked ham, adding that this practice is not acceptable. The department made an appeal to retail food establishments to desist from such practice, noting that failure to do so may result in condemnation and/or legal action taken against the offenders. In recognition of World AIDS Day, Minister of Health and the Environment, Clayton Bergen, said he believes that the highlight of our effort to address stigma and discrimination this year was done by the Department of Labor and the Employers Federation. Efforts to scale up HIV rapid testing continued, with the St. Vincent Planned Parenthood Association offering close to 1,000 tests in 2013. Minister Bergen said his ministry continues to revitalize HIV rapid testing sites throughout the network of health centers, where there are currently 17 sites operational. In his World AIDS Day speech, Bergen pointed out that the Ministry of Health is continuing efforts to implement the prevention of the mother-to-child transmission of HIV and syphilis program. Bergen further added that after almost 3 decades of this global epidemic, that we will no longer be afraid of knowing our HIV status, seeking appropriate care and treatment, and understanding the issues surrounding the disease. While admitting that the yachting industry has experienced security issues recently, Minister of Tourism Cecil Mackey said that plans are being made to make SVG the #1 yachting destination in the region. Mackey said they have put measures in place to address the security problem, such as increasing patrols and putting a Coast Guard base in Kanawan. He noted that they have stepped up activity to ensure that both tourists and locals feel secure whether on land or at sea. Mackey further added that we must do all that is necessary to improve the security aspect of this sector. Meanwhile, stakeholders in the tourism sector are being called upon to keep a high standard. This is according to CEO of the SVG Tourism Authority, Glenn Beach, speaking at the 2013 Tourism Awards ceremony. Beach noted that SVG has won a number of awards this year and congratulated the staff of the SVG Tourism Authority and agents overseas. He, however, added that they still have a long way to go and the support of all stakeholders is needed to move the country forward. A call has been made for local business people involved in trade to give accurate data when dealing with custom agents. Controller of the Customs and Excise Department, Grenville John, said it's important that trade stakeholders cooperate with the department, as the system can only be efficient when there is cooperation. He explained that information from post-clearance audits is fed into the risk management system, where risks are identified, analyzed, evaluated, and reviewed. John added that to make a proper assessment, accurate information must be submitted and correct declarations made to the department. He also made it known that the department adopts best practices, adding that they have most of the features recommended by credible international organizations, such as the World Trade Organization, World Bank, and the IMF. The Crime Prevention Unit of the Criminal Investigation Department of the RSVG Police Force held its annual crime prevention exhibition Friday outside the Central Police Station. The general public were invited to participate and obtain valuable information on the several ways in which they can assist the police in helping with their personal safety, along with tips to better secure their properties and personal possessions. We have more local news for you coming up next.